Boop. Okay, we're back on the C64. Because why wouldn't we be? The C64 is where it's at. And for this, this is a 1K game from a while back. And here's the cool part about it, is that cool little ice cream cone looking spaceship was drawn by me. The game was made by Robin Harbour and Macbeth, and I spent an evening drawing a rotating spaceship sprite, which I think takes up probably most of the 1K of the game. But it turns out at the end of the day that I made an ice cream cone instead of a spaceship. And I'm not even very good at this game. Oh god. Oh, okay. This is part of the competition for mini games and stuff. I don't know exactly where we placed, if we placed at all, but I do know that the spaceship sprite was well received. There's no way I'm beating this one. Ugh. Ah, yep. Boof. Mm-hmm. So what do we got left? Oh, got cartridge. Oh, there we go. What? That's not how that works. Yeah, okay. There we go. This is the game that I got with my 64. One of which I gave to Jörg for some reason that I can't comprehend now. Oh, no. Yeah, so. Okay. I don't recall how you play this. I think you you need to, like... There we go. Nee, 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 nee. And I think that if you hit F3, yeah, you could slow it down a little bit. Make it more reasonable. I always like the frog sprite for some reason. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I remember having played this for a long time, going to an arcade and actually seeing the exact same Frogger game being played in the arcade in a cabinet, and I thought that was kind of cool that the version in the arcade did not differ significantly from the C64 version that I had. Because usually the 64 version was always kind of disappointing compared to the it's because I'm always going after the ladies. The C64 versions were usually pretty disappointing compared to the arcade versions, or any other version, you know, Nintendo or Sega or whatever. And seeing this one in a cabinet looking exactly like the one that I had was pretty nifty. This is also one of the few games you can play with one hand. I just like jumping on alligators. I'm curious as to who holds the record for this, because, you know, Billy Mitchell, who we got to meet at a video game con a couple months ago, he has Donkey Kong, or he had Donkey Kong, I don't know if he still does, and Pac-Man was the other one that he had the record in, and he's pretty well known for that. In fact, I would say that that's, you know, his number one. My brother made the comment that he is the Pac-Man and Donkey Kong champion, and that pretty much defines the entirety of his existence. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Come on now. So, you know, it's I'm curious to know if there's anyone that would actually hold the record for this. How do I? Oh, the fire button actually pauses it. So, in case you were wondering. Ah! Oh, come on. Ugh. But if I hit this and this, it doesn't... No, okay, well, whatever. Whatevs, yo. Right. Oh, because I'm not in the game. Yeah. Oh, can I get... Oh, I got the fly and the lady frog. Now, I had a distinct disadvantage when I originally played this game because I had a... the first thing that I had was an amber monitor. I didn't have a color monitor. And back in the day, they used to make monitors that were either... You could get color monitors, or you could get a green monitor. They also made them in amber. So it was monochrome. But, you know, it was amber. And that wasn't all that big a deal to me because I don't see colors right anyway, so dealing with that was kind of okay, but it was kind of a weird wake up call later on when I realized that because your light green turtle and the yellow lady turtle or lady frog rather, it's a frog that I am in this game, look the same in monochrome because the luminance of green and yellow doesn't differ. So, so I always just thought he was jumping on himself. Just thought it was another. First I thought it was an extra guy, but then I ended up reading somewhere that was a lady. And then I always wondered because, you know, he changes color once he's touched the lady. Is that because the lady is riding on him? Because otherwise, how would he change color? Getting it on with a sweet lady frog doesn't usually... Oh, jeez. This isn't my finest hour. There's so many games that seemed cool. You know, trying to play Space Rogue just now. I remember how cool that game was when I played it originally. And... Oh... remember how cool it was when I played it originally. And now looking at it, it's like... It's still a cool game, but it's slow and just... You know... Compared to what you can play now on, you know, modern game equipment. It's painful, but there's a lot of games that I really liked from that, like Sentinel Worlds 1 was another one that I really liked on the 64, and I never got to finish it, and every time I've tried to play it since then, it's like, it's so painful. Just because it was not a very fast game to begin with, and trying to play it in an emulator or any other way is just a painful experience. So whoa, that was weird. Oh, that's because I haven't taken the... okay, detach a cartridge. Well, that's cool that it would do that. Huh. Oh. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, hang on. We're back. And we're about to get interesting. Because...
Hello?
Hi, Mom.
Hi. Jen.
So I'm streaming live, and now you're live with me because I've been doing this since 4 o'clock in the morning, and my mind is going. But so we've been playing games all day, trying to raise money for charity for kids and stuff.
Okay.
And I didn't think that I should play this one without you being here.
Why?
Because this was
Am I supposed to be looking at something?
things. The stream is on a delay, so you're gonna see things. Things will be on the screen a little bit later than they are here.
But I'm not looking at anything. I'm talking to you.
Okay, but you were just at the webpage, right?
I was.
Right. Well, be there still.
How do I do that?
You were just there, so.
Yeah, but I answered the phone.
Oh, you were watching it on the phone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I can just tell you what's going on.
Okay.
I'm playing Nomad the Space Pirate,
Oh.
which was your jam.
Yeah.
Wish I could turn the sound down on it a little bit.
That's not the thing we used to play.
Yeah. No. That's a different thing. No, Nomad the Space Pirate was a C64 game.
Oh.
Way back in the day.
Was that the one that was kind of like Pac-Man?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. I love that game.
I know. That's why I figured I'd pull you on here for this because that was your jam.
Yeah.
I may have to turn the sound off because holy God, it's just
Yeah.
and that's
But now, nobody is hearing me talk, right?
yes, absolutely. You're live on the stream with me right now.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was saying. If you wanted to go look on your computer, you could actually watch it and see what I'm doing
All right.
and offer pointers to any of my terrible. I gotta turn the sound off on this because it's brutal.
Okay.
And I've already died like 4 times.
Doesn't sound like much fun.
No, I'm not. I was never really good at this game. You were good at this game, but I was.
We're talking thousands of years ago.
Yeah. Well, not that long ago. I mean, this was, probably early 90s.
Okay, where do I go to get this?
Twitch.tv/SceneWorld.
Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute.
Oh, these little things, I can shoot through them. That's awesome. Say hi to the world, because we're being watched. Yeah, you're not going to want to have the audio on because that's going to confuse you. Because it confuses the hell out of me.
What's the thing I'm going to?
Twitch.tv/SceneWorld.
Twitch.tv/what?
SceneWorld. SCENE World.
It says I have channel offline Twitch, SceneWorld Twitch. Is that the one I want?
Huh? I shouldn't say that the channel is offline. I hope it's not offline. That would blow.
And then there's one below it that says SceneWorld-Twitch.
Hang just make sure that this is not... Oh, that would blow if I hadn't been streaming. No, I'm still streaming. Twitch.tv/SceneWorld.
Is it a www first?
Sure.
Alright, let's try it again.
Yep, I am definitely streaming. People that are
what again?
Twitch.tv/SceneWorld. The magic of bringing your mom on live.
Alright, I have a commercial.
Okay, that's good. You're gonna have a commercial before anything else happens. Okay, so we're playing Nomad the Space Pirate. That is my mom's old. That's her jam. She was brutal at this game, and I never was. So I'm gonna be playing it momentarily as soon as she's. Actually, I might as well just start playing it now, because by the time you get there, it's going to be...
I can see you.
Yep. I am not... I turned the audio off on this game because all it does is go da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na over and over and over again. There's nothing pleasant about the sounds.
You gotta see if you can put this on my computer.
What's that?
You gotta see if you can put this on my computer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I mean I can, yeah. So this is kind of like Pac-Man, except there's no power-ups kind of in that with Pac-Man you get your you eat your dots, and then there's bigger dots that you eat, and that allows you to eat, get the ghosts. This doesn't do that. You've got lasers and you can shoot the bad guys, but the idea is you have to get all the dots, whatever they're supposed to be, and then blow up the ships. I don't know what it has to do with being a space pirate. There's really nothing at all that this has to do with being a man named Nomad or a space pirate, aside from the fact that it's the name of the game. Ugh. I can't get past level 2. This is you need to be playing this game, because oh my god. It's a well-programmed game in that the hit detection is good, and the bad guys are flipping around and in a really random kind of thing, but man, trying to beat it is just it's brutal. How far did you get in this game when you played it?
I don't remember. It was too long ago.
Oh, that should have worked. Probably past level 2. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think so.
It's really generous with the extra lives. They start you with 6 extra ships, so it's not like they gyp you on the amount of lives they give you.
Right.
I'm just not very good. And again, to everyone, I remind you that we're playing for a good cause. extra-life.org/participants/AJH, and donate money and do all that fun stuff for children. Children's Miracle Hospitals, Specialty Children's Hospital of New Jersey, is who I am playing for specifically.
Good.
Yes.
God forbid we would ever need it.
Yeah. So what other you were there for my early Commodore stuff. We went through some excitement earlier. We played. Um, I subjected Laura to winter games and summer games, and we played some Jumpman Junior. And what else was there that you guys that you specifically liked?
Rebel Bomber.
Yeah, Rebel Bomber. I kind of played. I didn't play Rebel Bomber. I did a. I did sort of the same kind of game, the bomber type of game that I had done graphics for a couple years back. I have Rebel Bomber, I think, but it's not. You know, it's a. What blew me up? I don't. Game over.
And we used to play the one where you went to Alaska or someplace, the Yukon or.
No, Oregon Trail.
Oh well, I knew it was someplace.
I played that. I played that with Jurg earlier because he being not American, he's never actually played Oregon Trail, which is, you know, I mean that seems astronomical to regular, you know, to me and everybody and other people. But you know, I guess if you're not in the U.S., then the Oregon Trail would probably not be relevant to you.
Right.
So I made him sit through that, and he died of he drowned in the river. He didn't die. He didn't die of dysentery. He died in the river.
Very good.
Well, I don't know if that's good, but
well, I always ran out of supplies before I died.
Yeah. We were comparing the C64 version to the Apple II version. And the C64 version is not as good. The Apple II version, evidently there was a version of that just like the original 64 version, and I guess they improved the Apple version, but they did not improve the Commodore version, so we were stuck with the crappy version.
We used to play, what was the thing that you and I used to always play together?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was a space thing that when it got close, I always let you do it because I always died.
Yeah, no, that was more recent. That was on the Mac.
Oh.
That was Meteor Storm.
Yeah.
Which is a good game. It's a good classic style game that has good music and graphics and stuff, and a good two-player mode, actually.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I can't think of any other Commodores that played.
Well,
I know I beat Rebel Bomber.
Yeah, well, everyone beat. Well, I didn't beat Rebel Bomber because I'm not any good at it, but.
I wouldn't be now, but I used to be.
I do know of one other. See, we had a lot of oh my god. We had a lot of budget games, kind of. You know, you had there were a lot of these games that were sold in toy stores and whatnot that were sort of you know, Key Punch Software was a big one that put it out, and I think that's what put out this game and a bunch of others, and they were, you know, they were the ones you could get at Toys R Us. It cost a couple bucks, you know.
Yeah.
We had a lot of those, and some of them were good games, and some of them weren't the best games. But you know, looking back at it now, it's like, wow, you know, that makes you think of, you know, your childhood. Or, you know, my childhood. You were, you know, an adult by then.
Yeah, I was old by then.
Well, I didn't say that. Just, you know, older than me.
But they were on the floppy disk. You had to put them in the drive.
Yeah. Yeah, I was saying earlier because this is emulating an actual drive, so it takes as long to load it up. But it's weird because you don't hear that farting drive noise that it makes.
Yeah.
And Jurg actually played a game on a real 64 earlier, and he put it in, and you heard the farting noise, and it was like, oh man, I remember that.
Yeah.
We also got, let's see, let's fire up this guy over here. Oh. I got one.
Home?
What's that?
Are you home?
Yeah.
Oh. You look like you're in a studio somewhere.
Yeah, well, in my home studio.
Yeah, well, I didn't know you had one.
Oh, here we go. This.
Oh, no, it's dying.
What's that?
Is that motorcycle thing?
Yeah.
Hey, I got pretty good at them.
You were.
Yeah,
you were a beast at this one.
Unlike when you had me driving a race car.
Well, yeah, that was a more recent game, in which you, I think, what did you do? Back into the wall a bunch of times?
I couldn't make the turn, and I hit the wall, and then I tried to do a 3-point and get going again. Remember, I went back over the start line.
Yeah. This was
racing as a job.
This was a one of those games that came with the 64, and oh, I gotta go up. Yeah. Or it didn't come with the 64, but it was part of that Epix package we got with winter games and summer games and all that stuff. And for what it was, this game was pretty good. The graphics weren't terrible. I remember there was a stage where you're riding and Mount Rushmore's in the background.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking how cool that was, especially that I could tell it was Mount Rushmore, because a lot of times with these games you couldn't really tell what you were looking at in the distance.
Mhm.
But with this one, they were just good enough to where you could kind of figure it out.
Didn't they have the pyramids or something?
Yes. Yeah, I think that they did. Yeah, I think that there was there was the pyramids and the Sphinx in the background. Yeah. I'm sure I'm not going to get to that level, but they did have it. They had a couple of things. They had one that was like the Southwest. I think it had like those kind of plateau rocks. Well, I don't know what they're called.
And if you're not careful, you're going over these bumps.
Yep. Yeah, those things, those plateau rock things, that I guess that's exactly what they are, plateaus or mesas or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's wrong. I shifted when I should have shafted. Again, I've turned the sound off on the game because all it is
yeah.
And, nobody needs to hear that blaring through their speakers. This was a game that would have really benefited from like a 2-player mode.
I like the way it always takes you 3 hours just to get back up to speed.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because
it crashed again.
Uh-huh. Ooh. I'm not used to. I'm using a gamepad to play this. I'm not used to it because I always used to play this with a giant joystick.
Mhm.
So.
You just shot the guy out of the race.
Yep. Yeah, that was the other cool thing about it, was that you could bump into people and knock them off the road and stuff, or they could do that to you.
Mhm.
Nope, slow down. Keep it hard. I just want to get to a board where I can see something. There was another board where you were in, like, I don't know where it was, tropical-ish. area. Yeah, this is the one where you're in like tropical-ish area. I always thought this was like Cape Canaveral.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, you made it through the race.
Yeah. Yeah, I always assumed this, even though there's mountains, so there's no reason why this would be anywhere near Florida.
No.
Maybe this is supposed to be like California or something. I feel like maybe there might be a thing that I ran into. These are like cones on the side of the road. Why is hitting a cone making me crash? Like, you'd think that I would just kind of go past a cone or through a cone. Or, you know, that a cone wouldn't blow my bike up.
Uh-huh.
Oh. This is another one that always messed me up with the amber monitor that I had originally, because your jacket is blue in this, but I always, you know, it's a leather jacket. I always thought that I was wearing like a brown jacket.
Uh-huh.
But I wasn't. I was wearing a blue one. Oh. I remember this where it goes back and forth real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't remember it soon enough, though. Oh, running out of time. 8 seconds. 8 seconds. Ah, and I made it. 7 seconds left. Oh, this is stressful. Oh, I'm in the same spot. Same. Oh no, this is the bonus stage. Okay. This, all I have to do is just hit flags for points.
Right.
And they're actually, like, now that I'm looking at them now as a grown-up, they're not really flags in so much as they are like road closed barriers, and I'm hitting them. And I'm supposed to be hitting them too. That's the weirdest thing. I always like this board because even if I didn't hit the things, it's just a straight track and I could just like open it up on the track. I remember actually going to hit it, even though I never cared about, you know, I never worried about playing for points. It was always just about finishing the race.
Yeah.
Whether I got points for it or not was irrelevant.
And those things always started out on one side, and as you drove along, they went slowly over to the other side.
Here we go. Now we're in some other place. Is this Washington, D.C.?
I don't know, somewhere with big buildings.
I feel like we're... No, this is like there. I saw the I think I saw the Golden Gate Bridge.
Oh.
But see, there's a building back there that I always thought was like the Capitol Rotunda.
Maybe that's that bridge that's in Florida or wherever that goes so long over water, because it looks like you're over water.
Yeah. Well, I always kind of you know, I'm looking at it. I don't know. I see like things. Maybe this is it looks like New York, honestly.
Yeah, but that's not grass or dirt around here.
Maybe I'm on the George Washington Bridge. Or maybe I mean that's a little bit smaller than it would look from there. Maybe I'm like on the like the Verrazano or the Outer Bridge or something.
I don't think it's that long.
Well, I mean, you know, they got to take some, you know, some artistic liberty with it.
Okay.
I'm on oh my God, I'm on the new Verrazano Bridge.
Ah.
Or maybe this is like the Tappan Zee is pretty long.
Yeah, but I don't think it's happened to be that long.
Well, I mean, you know. Nor is it. Well, it is that curvy. I'm not doing well here at all. I got 10 seconds left, and I'm not going to make it. Oh, yes, I am. Check that. And just called me lucky. Okay, now we're in snow. I think this is the... maybe this isn't. I thought maybe this was the Mount Rushmore stage, but I might be making that up.
Now you're in snow.
No, this is the Rushmore. This is the Mount Rushmore stage. I just passed it.
Oh.
There they are. I'm going right towards them. And I crashed. And George Washington's just looking at me. Like, what a jackass. Where is Mount Rushmore, anyway? Where is Mount Rushmore?
South Dakota.
Okay, so snow would be appropriate for that. It snows in South Dakota. What's that?
I almost got there.
Yeah?
I was in South Dakota, but they had massive floods, so they had it all blocked off there. We couldn't go.
Oh. Could have ridden your motorcycle there at 140 miles an hour.
Me? No.
Sure. With your blue leather jacket, and every time you hit a cone or a ice puddle, you burst into flames.
Doesn't sound like fun.
Oh, sure. Kidding me? That's how I'd want to spend a weekend.
What?
That's how I'd want to spend a weekend. Ugh. Good lord. This game also messes with you because it's like you got 10 seconds left and you're like, I'll never make it. And then you always make it with like 2 seconds left to spare. I don't think I'm going to this time. Yeah, I did. With no time left. Oh, now we're at nighttime. Now we're going over the Verrazano at night.
So how long are you planning to do this?
I will be here until 4 o'clock in the morning.
I will not be.
No, you will not be.
This new job, I love it.
Yeah.
Type of cardiology.
Great.
Letters. And I can like make my own hours.
Yeah.
And but today is Saturday. Thursday. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, Thursday. I got up, did what I had to do, work, went with Jimmy to go pick up a rental car, came back, finished working. Then at 9 o'clock I went and did laundry for him, then came home and went back and did some more work. And I didn't get done and go to sleep until 4 o'clock in the morning, but I didn't sleep. So I was up for over 24 hours.
Great, so you can help out here.
So I was trying to give some of those 24 back.
Ah.
And I was down here working already today, so I don't want to sit here anymore. Any more that I have.
Yeah. Well, then I'll let you get back to what you were doing. I just wanted to bring you in and have a second voice on this for a bit. And
well, make notes of those games, and next time you come up, you can put them on my computer.
Yeah. I can indeed. They make emulators for them.
They do?
Yes. Yes. That's how I'm running it right now.
Very good.
And that's how I'm failing right now. I just blew up on a bonus track. That's kind of pathetic.
Well, at least you got a bonus track.
Yeah. I'm supposed to hit puddles, I think. They're colored puddles, so.
I don't remember. It was so long ago.
Yeah, I know. You had like the top 3 scores. I remember that always annoyed me that that my mom had like the top scores in the game.
This one and the do.
Yeah, well, that's Nomad the Space Pirate. That's what I started playing.
Yeah, I had good high scores on him too.
Hmm.
But back then, I didn't use my computer for work. I just played on it.
I don't think you had a computer back then. You were playing on mine.
No, you set up that.
No, we're way earlier than that.
Oh, are these Commodore games?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. This is back in late '80s, early '90s.
Yeah, we were still at Grandma's.
Yep.
And when you were in Florida, I was playing all the games trying to keep myself occupied.
And I came back and you were a ninja master at them.
I was. I was Master of this and Rebel Bomber and do.
Just show everyone Rebel Bomber just so I can illustrate what it is that we're talking about. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Rebel Bomber. We don't need instructions. We just need to... Actually, if they want to accurately understand Rebel Bomber, they need to understand the noise of Rebel Bomber. Yeah, because this was every day in my room when I would come home from school.
Or Grandma playing.
Yeah, my grandma or my mom or somebody was playing this, and all you would hear from throughout the house would be this noise. Of course, they usually got past level 1. In fact,
Grandma has her computer, but she doesn't play it much.
yeah. Well, I think she got bored with it because she every time she played it, she'd beat it.
Yeah.
There's no challenge anymore. Ugh. You're also rather fond of creeps.
Yeah.
I can't skip the intro thing. Which is just another, it's a Space Invaders clone.
It was almost like Centipede.
No, it was like Galaga or Space Invaders.
Well, I never played them, but I was pretty good at Centipede in an arcade.
Well, no, you played because you had Galaxian. That was a Galaga clone.
That little box thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the same thing, only it's not as... Only they don't like do anything extra aside from just kind of slowly come down here and
Pick up speed as they come down.
yeah, but they don't go flying around like Galaga and Galaxian. They would come out and others would break away from the formation and dive bomb you and stuff. And this is just sort of weird looking little dudes.
Oh boy, you're bringing back memories.
Yeah. It wasn't a bad clone, Space Invaders clone. It wasn't the best, but again,
No, like me, who doesn't really know how to play games back then, it was a challenge.
well, I mean, it's a challenge for someone that does know how to play games because I'm not very good at it.
Yeah, but when was the last time you played it?
Oh, I don't know, years and years and years. Probably the last time I played it was the last time that anybody else played it.
Right. But I'm gonna, if you put it on my computer, I'm gonna get real good. Again.
This is another game here that's got awful sound.
Oh, look at that old Commodore screen. Wow.
Yeah.
So you had to do all the typing in?
Yep. Oh god, that noise.
What is that?
This is Ollo I.
Oh, I love that.
This was actually a pretty good game.
Yeah. I was good at that.
It's the sound is infuriating, but
Well, that's what makes it good.
well,
Like even on pinball, I like the sound of it.
yeah, but this is just kind of how.
Yeah. Grandma wants her sound off, but it's no good if you don't have sound on. You have
Right.
to hear it.
Yeah. Well, this
I'm
was
so bored with the games I've been playing. I get. Well, I'm playing the mahjong that came with my computer program.
oh god.
Yeah.
That'll be
I need games.
that'll be project number 2, games for my mom.
Yeah.
Who can suggest the best games for my mom to play?
Just my old game. That's my speed.
We'll find you some new games.
Yeah, but I like these. Anything that I see on Facebook, you know, to play or anything, they're all, you have to use your brain. And when I want to play a game is when I don't want to use my brain.
Yeah.
Oh, I do Connect 3 or whatever, just to relax.
Mm-hmm.
I don't something that I have to really think about. I remember I used to play this and I'd get so tense and so crazy with it, but I couldn't stop playing. It was like when you and I used to play.
That's how you know you have a problem.
Huh?
That's how you know when you have a problem.
That the game that you and I used to play together, I would get crazy, remember? And then I'd have to go off down on the bottom in the corner and let you play because I would just get too nuts over it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to lose.
Ooh, I was doing pretty good and then I crashed. Actually, I'm not doing good at all. My score is terrible. Because I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm just dodging. I'm just not blowing anybody up. Did this? I don't understand. I don't remember how this would like get you to like the next level. Did you have to hit a certain number of points, or you just had to get to the end of the level?
I think you just have to get to the end of the level before it stops completely and then brings up a new screen. I think.
I have to say it's a lot easier with a controller than it was with a joystick.
With what controller?
You know, like a PlayStation controller.
Oh.
You know, a D-pad and stuff instead of a joystick.
I think I only ever played with a joystick.
Well, that's all I ever really had at the time was a big old joystick. Later on, I had like a little icon controller joystick, which was good for little stuff, and you know I had a mouse, but you wouldn't use that for these games.
Well, when we played that game together, I got the joystick and you were using the keyboard.
Well, that again, that was a Mac game, so.
Yeah.
Did I have a joystick for that?
Yeah, because...
No, I thought we both used the key. I plugged the keyboard into... I plugged two keyboards in.
No, I think I had a joystick because I couldn't figure out how to use the keyboard.
Maybe.
And you gave me the joystick, and then you used the keyboard.
Ugh. I don't know. I'm getting on this level pretty long, and I'm not getting anywhere. But I'm also not blowing too much stuff up. I'm just dodging, but I'm not getting to the next level. I'm just getting these weird little things coming at me. I remember when you got to the higher levels, there was like bugs that would come at you.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to hit a certain number of points, and then the bugs come at you.
I don't remember. It's been so long.
Again, this is one of those Key Punch software budget games. That was actually not bad. And there was an Ollo II as well, but that one wasn't quite as fun. You were just kind of flying around bombing things on a planet.
What was it?
Ollo II. It was you were in the same ship. It was a different game, but it was like I feel like they liked the way that the ship, the little sprites, you know, the ship and the bad guys and stuff looked. So they were like, how can we use them to make a different game? And they just made another game with the same elements as the first game, and just called it a sequel.
Yeah, probably.
But it had nothing to do with this, and the gameplay mechanics were completely different.
But it was fun.
Yeah.
I'm feeling very nostalgic right now.
Woohoo! And again, we're doing this for a good cause. Down below the video, there's links. People watching can go and donate. And if you don't feel like clicking on links, it's extra-life.org/participant/AJH. It's the Children's Specialty Hospital in New Jersey. And that's what it is. Jörg should be coming back soon. He was supposed to be here at 1. I don't know what he's doing, but that's okay. I'm doing fine. Something. Oh, here's the bugs. Oh, they come after you. Oh, really? That was my last guy?
I don't see any bugs.
They'll get there in a minute.
Oh, there they are. The little arrow guys.
Yeah. Written by Kyle Hodgetts. I should find out who that guy is. Let's see if he's made anything else. Now see this, which should be coming up soon, is Ollo II, and it's, like I said, I think they just wanted to reuse the sound effects and the graphics. And so they made Ollo II. And it reuses all the sound effects, which I've just turned on for a minute. Oh, maybe they didn't reuse the sound effects, but the ship is the same. But instead of and you're still fighting bugs, but instead of, you can't flying straight doesn't really work. You fly in like you make arcs.
Oh yeah, I remember that. No, I didn't like this one as well.
No, and the thing is, you have to bomb these things here, like that, and you had shields, so these bad guys could shoot you and whatnot, and you could survive. But it didn't have anything at all to do with Ollo I. And I never actually got past a level of this without dying. Because I was never really sure how the game was supposed to work to begin with.
No, me either. I like the first one.
Yeah. It's really hard to aim because you're making these big arcs when you steer. It's like you just kind of spin around when you hit left or right, and hitting front or forward or back, or up or down rather on the controller, that slows you down or speeds you up. So in order to position yourself in such a way so that you can actually hit something, you have to like slow down, and then everyone gangs up on you. And the world just kind of keeps repeating infinitely, so you can never really stop. Or like you can't really run away because you can go in one direction and get away from everybody, and then you're right back where you were before. So
And they know where you're going to be.
well, yeah. Well, because they were just there.
Right.
Yeah, it's a generic kind of shoot 'em up space, not so space thing. But again, I think it's just they wanted to reuse the enemy sprites because the bad guys are bugs again, and your ship is the ship is the same thing. It's a little flashy sprite thing. And I really thought that they had used the same sound effects, but I guess not. I think that the noise is the same.
Probably.
But and a bug just landed on my computer. Come here, bug. Don't do that. See, now I'm just flying in a straight line and nothing's happening because there's nothing really going on.
Well, some of them are trying to get you.
They're trying, but when you're moving fast, it doesn't quite work that well.
No. You'll get to the next level and have no score.
Yeah. Another one that I liked that was like this, and I don't know if I actually have. Good, I need to download it. There was another one that was kind of a clone of other stuff, which I actually kind of liked. It was Psycastria, which is it was a clone of Uridium. Here we go.
Speaking English, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Allegedly.
Well, whatever you just said didn't ring any bells.
Which is an older game, but it was pretty good. They made very good use of the of music and all that and sound effects. And it even talked to you.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like, tough luck, sucker. Or at least that's what it's supposed to say, but it really goes, tough luck, sucker.
Alright, let's go this one. This was a Commodore game?
Yeah, this is all Commodore.
So you must have played this one by yourself because I don't remember seeing it.
Oh.
Tough luck, sucker.
Well, if it's okay with you, I think I'm gonna
Yes.
go to bed.
Okay.
Alright, well,
Yes.
I will talk to you soon.
Yep. Thanks for taking part in our shenanigans.
Alright.
All right.
Good.
Good night.
Bye.
That was my mom. But I dragged into the stream because, you know, you gotta sometimes.
Tough luck, sucker.
Oh, I can. If I go really fast, I can just fly over everything. Why don't I just do? Oh, because I can't shoot things on the ground then.
Tough luck, sucker.
Tough luck, sucker. This guy really liked his girlfriend, Tracy Diane Nicholson. She was all over the place in this game. I wonder if she was the one that says tough luck, sucker. It was pretty good music for the time.